What's up, guys? Lucky Aces. If you're like me, you like memes. Because if you noticed on the community tab, in the past couple months, I've been posting something that's motorcycle related. I think they're funny. I think they're fun. They brighten my day a little bit. So I thought, what's better than looking at one meme than looking at a bunch of memes? Now, before we start, I will say this. I am in no way out to hurt anybody's feelings. This is all for fun. After I put them together, I kind of flipped through. I might be a little heavy on one particular brand, but I like to think I got a good mix in there. There's some nice family-friendly stuff. There's one or two that might be a little saucier, but that's alright. So, without further ado, let's begin. Alright, so this first one's kind of fun, because actually I think this one's kind of me. So, today, class, we will be discussing people who use crude humor, memes, excessive alcohol consumption, and motorcycling as coping mechanisms. Is this guy right here. Anybody else? Let me know down below. Before everybody starts typing, just calm down. When you're triggered by a Harley meme, but emotionally powerless to scroll past and end up struggling to resist the urge to leave a comment. These aren't all Harley related. They're just the funniest ones because the die-hard Harley guys. Gosh, they get worked up. All right, next one. And see, here you go. The perfect example. So, going to a bike night knowing your metric cruiser will be safe from thieves and prying eyes allows you more time for bathroom selfies. See, I told you, I'm not picking on just one brand. And honestly, there ain't nothing wrong with this. All I see is a cool dude with some kicking shades, cool Cosby sweater, and a freaking mullet, man. Okay, maybe it's just me. Next one. And this is what it's all about, It's when you just enjoy riding and you don't care about the brand. I've also heard you can get up to 70 miles per gallon on that hog. All right. It might be a little too late at this point, but I don't know. Dad, I don't like motorcycles as much as you. Am I adopted? Not yet. We can't find anyone that wants you. Maybe it doesn't run in the family. I don't know. None of my family was into motorcycles. So maybe I am adopted. Because I can't really find anybody who wants me either. Just kidding. It's a joke. You guys need to relax. I mean, check this out. Tesla's new motorcycle. Now, I'm pretty sure this isn't real, but I would not be surprised if it was. I mean, this thing's like a freaking toaster. I mean, I can actually see, something like this actually existing. And moving on. So you saw five people beat up a guy on an electric bike. Why didn't you help? Thought 5 was enough. And I know we're kind of ragging on electric motorcycles a little bit because, well, they're electric motorcycles. You rag on electric motorcycles. I think that's one thing we can all agree on. Next. Revving your engine loud is an admission of having a small pee-pee. If you have to be loud, you aren't well endowed. Well, I'm going to go ahead and respond to that by saying there's a reason I ride a 750. I don't need to compensate for anything. That's what I tell myself anyway. Alright, moving on. How you describe your crash. What really happened. Yeah, because anytime we tell a story about something that happened to us on the bike, we always blow it way out of proportion. Man, I was running 1,000,000 miles an hour down the freeway, man, and then there was a bus full of orphans and children and puppies, and they were also on fire. It was a whole thing. I had to lay her down, bro. Nah, I fell over, probably. Kickstand. Done that before. Usually because something like this happens. You pull up to a stoplight. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Neutral. God, that elusive neutral. Sometimes it's tricky to find, ain't it? So those of us that live near people, this one definitely. They haven't said anything yet, but I'm pretty sure they're not huge fans of your buddy Lucky Aces here. My neighbors. Me brapping my bike to work at 4 a.m. Now, to be fair, it's like 6 a.m.-ish. I get it, though. I can understand the frustration. Of course, I'm not out here like this guy, The bike started up. Better rev the engine a dozen times to make sure. I mean, I usually just try to start mine, get 30 seconds, and then I'm gone. But, I mean, they make a fun sound, though, don't they? All right, say what you want about Harleys, guys, but every now and then, you can find a reliable one. Still gonna nickel and dime you to death. Pretty sure that one takes quarters, though. Next. In that moment when someone makes fun of your bike on the internet. Don't take these to heart, guys. We're just having fun. Moving on. Because the people who take Harley... I forgot this one was next. I put these in an order earlier today, and I wanted like my reactions to them to be somewhat genuine, so I didn't like really rehearse any of this. I just put them in an order where I thought would make sense, and I thought of a couple transitions in my head, but I forgot the people who take Harley memes seriously are the same people who think strippers like them. Some would say that the Harley Davidson dealerships like you for the same reason the stripper does. They want your money. And just to prove I'm not picking on anybody particular here, sport bike riders getting ready for the next Moto Social. Because it's all about those chicken strips. The only chicken strips I care about come with a side of fries, maybe some honey mustard, and a little bit of ranch dressing. Next. When you're old school and adjust the idle air mixture screw by ear. You gotta hand it to these old school mechanics, guys. I mean, they got it freaking locked down. I mean, I'm talking like your 10, 20, 30 plus year old guys. And probably some of you guys watching this be like, man, you always tune it by ear. That's how you're supposed to do it. But personally, I always try to take advice to someone that's a little bit older than me because, I mean, they live the experience, right? Like, for instance, if your wife is mad at you, buy a motorcycle. She'll still be mad, but you'll have a new motorcycle. That's perfectly sound logic to me. And if she's going to get mad at you, you're going to leave the house anyway, you can ride around a bit. And if you want to, that new one could be a Harley. I love Harleys. Harleys are perfect. You can ride one straight off the lot, and all you have to do is replace the seat, bars, maybe the grips, add chrome, change the exhaust, add more chrome, cams, breather, upgrade the stereo, suspension, tune it, add even more chrome, change all the lights to LED, and it is basically ready to go. I'll say this, I am guilty of like all of these, just about, minus the adding chrome. Because on my Shadow 750, of course, we replaced the seat, the bars, actually I've done both of those twice, grips, exhaust, air intake, tune the carburetor, and all the lights are LED, so yeah, I'm just as guilty. So does that mean my Honda Shadow 750 is technically a Harley Davidson? Ooh, I guarantee somebody didn't like that comment. Let me know down below. Next. Harley owners getting dealer invoice for first oil change. Yeah, I can imagine it probably was a lot. It's something to be said about working on your own bike, but I will say this. If I'm paying like 30 grand for a bike, I'm definitely going to do everything I can to make sure that the manufacturer's warranty stays intact. I do not blame them at all for that one. Because, I mean, this usually ends up being me anyway. Me. Mechanics are a waste of money. I'll do it myself. Also me. Yep, keep that hose ready. When you're working on your Honda and the wrench slips. So, yeah, I think we've all had a knuckle buster every now and again. See, I had to throw this one in there because I was picking on the Harley guys for the dealership thing. This is like my way of making peace. Next. And for those of us with significant others out there who are thinking about significant others, hello, I'd like a wake-up call. Your new fiance is going to make you sell your bike and buy a Subaru. Don't let that happen. If she doesn't let you keep the bike, she's trying to change your lifestyle. Or do what you want. I don't care. It's not like I have any idea what women want anyway. Actually, I do know what they want. It ain't me. Best I can tell. Next. Speaking of women, me buying a used bike. I hope it wasn't ridden too hard. The bike. Yeah. You know, it's kind of weird seeing both my internet browser history in one location. Alright, so this last one I throw in here because honestly I feel if you can't make fun of yourself, you should not be making fun of anybody else. So, I missed it this year. This is probably going to be my Halloween costume next year. I'm going to go as a motovlogger YouTuber. Low mileage touring bike. Tons of money on cameras. No talent with AV tech. Scared of grass clippings. Rides from 70 to 85 degrees. Has no real friends outside YouTube. That one hurts. That one kind of hurts. Which leads to Friday Night Lives every week. I don't usually do lives. Bike is not sponsored, but is every online brand. Well, not really. Not all of them. I've shilled a couple parts, but that's just something I buy with my own money that I think's good. Other than the Amazon affiliate links in the description, if you click on them, they throw me a couple of dollars here and there. Not to mention there's the link to my merch shop in there. At least there should be, unless I forgot to put it in there. But anyway, guys, I thought this would be a fun video. Just kind of something to fill the gap while we wait for the warmer temperatures outside to actually do some riding. So, I hope this was fun. I had a blast. I'm going to go Google Mia Khalifa, and I'll catch y'all next time. See ya!